Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to an all-new Talkin Movies. I'm your host, the real Geno Reynolds, and today we're going to be talking about a movie that's based on a series of Pepsi Max commercials starring NBA player Kyrie Irving. That's right, today we're going to be talking about the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Drew. After draining his life savings to enter a team in the Rucker Classic Street Basketball Tournament in Harlem, Dax, played by Lil Rel Howery, is dealt a series of unfortunate setbacks, including losing his team to his longtime rival Mookie, played by Nick Kroll. Desperate to win the tournament and the cash prize, Dax stumbles upon the man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Drew, played by NBA All-Star Kyrie Irving, and convinces him to return to the court one more time. The only problem? Uncle Drew wants his own team. Okay, so here's something that surprised me. I kind of really like this movie. Is the movie a silly idea based on some silly commercials? Well, yes. Is the movie going to win any awards for its acting, story, comedy, or, well, anything else? No. Will it make my top 10 best of the year? Probably not. Then why? Why did I enjoy this so much? It's easy. The silliness. I enjoyed the silliness. It's really hard for me to explain why I enjoyed this one so much. Tonally, it was all over the place. Scenes would go from hilariously funny to dead serious in the dribble of a basketball. It goes from funny scenes on the court to Kyrie Irving and Shaq's character arguing about their problems of the past, which was actually a really serious thing. Some of the movie's humor was pretty specific to the ball player playing the role. So, for instance, if you didn't know much about Shaq's career, some of his humor or some of the things he said or that happened to him or was said to him probably wouldn't make sense. Also, a lot of the movie's humor was either based around basketball or the player playing the role, old people jokes, or Lil Rel Howery being short. Here's the thing. There are so many short jokes about him that it makes you wonder if they wrote the role for Kevin Hart first. When it came to the characters of the movie, I was familiar with most of them as players, so that helped in my enjoyment. I haven't really followed basketball for many years, so I don't know much about Kyrie Irving's career, but guys like Shaq, Chris Webber, and Reggie Miller I am very familiar with, especially Chris Webber as an Illini fan and Miller as a Chicago Bulls one. Look, I'm kidding. Kidding, kind of. But as players, I liked them and enjoyed them in this movie. Sure, the makeup is not very good, and some of the old man humor gets a little old, but watching them have fun was a lot of fun for me. Nick Kroll as the villain Mookie is the obnoxious little a-hole that you can't wait to see get beat in the end. And look, I'm not Kroll's biggest fan, not by a long shot. I've enjoyed him in some things, but he's not my favorite. I get why some people like him a lot. But in this, he plays to his strengths of always being the most annoying guy in the room. And that helps his character really work. He's supposed to be obnoxious, and you're supposed to really want to see him get his butt kicked. Also, I like Tiffany Haddish, and this is unfortunate, I think I'm getting to a point of oversaturation with her. She seems to be playing the same character in every movie, and honestly, I want to hope she's better than that, because I really have liked her for the most part up until now. I look forward to seeing her in the gangster movie The Kitchen, just to see her do something different. I think she has more range than she's been typecast into, so I'm really hoping she proves me right there in the future. If I did have one big gripe about this movie, and this is just a personal thing, would it have killed Pepsi? Yes, Pepsi is one of the producers of this movie. Would it have killed them to make a deal with Converse to get Larry Johnson to play Grandmama just one more time? I mean, come on. Think about it. I mean, they practically stole the idea from Converse to begin with for Uncle Drew. And look, I know that Kyrie Irving and I'm sure a few of the others in this movie are Nike guys and they have Nike shoes, and Grandmama is a Converse thing, but come on, it's a crime. It's just a crime. It's a crime, I tell you, that there is no mention of Grandmama in this movie. That would have been the ultimate fan service if they would have found a way to fit that character in. There's really not much more that I can say about this movie. Look, this movie is not going to be for everybody. This movie is really predictable. You're going to know what's happening every step of the way. A lot of the humor is either very specific or way overdone. If you're not really a basketball fan, this one probably won't be for you. I mean, you still might get some laughs out of it, but again, a lot of the humor is basketball specific a lot of times to the player playing the character. Still, for me, I got what I expected out of it and then some, and had a pretty good time watching it, despite its flaws. I found it to be very silly and fun. I found it to be just that kind of feel-good basketball movie. I mean, is it going to be a classic? No. Can you have a good time watching it? If you like that sort of thing, yes. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, you should give it a shot. That's going to be all for this edition of Talkin Movies. If you like what you've heard here, please feel free to comment in the comment section below, like or dislike this video, and subscribe to the Real Geno YouTube channel. Till next time, I'm your host, the Real Geno, Geno Reynolds. See you later, young bloods.